and Isaac, who we saw earlier on stage tonight, two exceptional students who have helped bring this pilot to life. Let's hear from them.
My name is Isaac Bolden. I'm a musical theater major, and I'm from Roanoke, Virginia.
Hey y'all, my name is Katie Beth Cannon. I'm a junior journalism major and political science minor at Belmont University.
It all started when I was staying in town as a summer RA through Belmont.
And I got a text from one of my professors who very much so usually emails me, so I was like, this must be urgent.
And I got an email about a potential opportunity to work with Dolly Parton and her team on a new project.
I check and she's like, hi, are you free and can you be in Nashville to work on a Dolly Parton production?
The first part of it was just like, is this real?
Like, what?
To be a part of it was like better than I ever could have imagined.
Everyone was just truly wonderful to work with, and I just really greatly enjoyed that, and it made me for sure want to continue working in production.
To see how I could fit into this world that I've just only been dreaming of working in so far was a dream come true.
This production has definitely made me feel just like more confident in my own skin and comfortable, and made me feel like I can go out post-grad and do good work.
And I can't wait to see what it does for my fellow students.
Beth and Isaac. And thank you to all the students who have participated to date. We are so proud of all that you've done. Thank you to the work from colleagues like Jenny Loki and Jen Duck. Our pilot involved 15 students, and now we have over 100 students who are engaged in experiences related to Dolly U, with more coming this summer for hands-on fellowship experience. Thanks to Chaz the executive director of the Fisher Center, and the entire Fisher Center team for getting us on sale today. I hope you go out and get your tickets, just like I'm going to do right after this. And none of this would be possible without the partnership and vision from CTK Enterprises, Danny Nozell, Kyle McLean, Ollie Rowland, and our longtime friend and Belmont alum, John Zarling. So grateful for you, John. We're grateful for your willingness to partner with Belmont on this project, and we're incredibly excited about the opportunities that this will give to our students. Nowhere else can you find this level of opportunity. I would argue only in Nashville, only with the generosity of a collaborative and creative industry, and only with leaders like Dolly, Danny, and the CTK team can something like this at Belmont happen, and only at Belmont. This is where all those come together and the magic happens. I don't want this morning to end, but we do need to come to a close. I'm going to invite Greg Jones back out, and we are going to get to see Dolly again. So, Greg, come on out.
What a wonderful morning. I could stay here all day learning more about this extraordinary musical. I hope you'll join me in securing your tickets today. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, Dolly and CTK and Danny, for this new partnership. We're going to close out our time with a few questions from the media for Dolly and for Bart. Please join me in welcoming Dolly and Bart back to the stage.
Here we come, Dolly and Bart.
Hi there.
That sounds good to me. I told him, I said, you're going to be my date, hopefully for several years now, if we do well. Anyway, I think they said we had some questions that the audience wanted to ask. Hello there.
Hi, Dolly.
Hi.
We would all agree that there's only one Dolly. But,
Who wants another one?
well, that's my
I've seen 1,000 out there already. That's not true. There's only one.
In telling your life story, how many Dollys will it take to play you?
Actually, how many dollars did we wind up having?
I think it was 87.
No,
I'm sorry.
in the show.
No, in the show.
It feels like it.
No,
we got the little dolly.
no, we have 3 Dollys. There's a little Dolly, sort of middle Dolly, and older Dolly. The story's narrated largely by older Dolly. So it's just because of the nature of the songs builds better with more than one. And as we're casting, across the world, that I think it's more helpful that way.
Well, I've lived so many lives. Look at the age I am now. So I started young. So we couldn't very well just have like one Dolly. And there's so many songs, we need to kind of divide it up. But anyhow, so there's your answer. There's 3 of me. I wish I had 3 of me a lot of times the way I work.
And of course, you being such a fashion icon, I wonder if you could talk a little bit about the process of creating Broadway versions of your iconic wardrobe.
Well, actually, there was a lot of discussion about that because I've worn so many things throughout my career from the early days and then, of course, to the later years where I love all the rhinestones and sparkles. So they've hired a wonderful costume designer, and they've actually brought on board Steve Summers, the guy that really works with me a lot on my clothes and has for several years, to get his input and try to help them dress the dollies, certainly the ones that are the show dollies. So we're excited about that. Do you want to add a little on
well,
that?
I think the really, really exciting part about that is especially to see dollies at the evolution of the clothes over time. So to see it in the early days, in the 60s and the 70s, those styles are really extraordinary and really special. And to see those across the show. And Jen is a very, very close friend. I worked with her on a million shows. But Steve is an incredible designer and artist. And I just want to make sure we have all of the history and knowledge of this together. And they're working amazingly well together. They come to New York and we hang out, and it's super fun.
Who don't have fun in New York? Hi there.
Hi, Dolly. So you are so involved in every aspect of your career. How hands-on are you with this? And are there any surprises that you didn't expect by working on a Broadway musical?
Well, I'm never surprised at anything, really. I've been around so long. But I am surprised at how hard these people work, how involved the process really is. It's like I see Bart and all the ones that are really putting this together that work on Broadway. It's just amazing. It's so different than country music or the world that I live in. I did get an opportunity several years back to write the music for 9 to 5, but I only did that as a writer. Thank you. But I wasn't that involved. I didn't see at that time what all really went into putting a show like this together. So all I had to do was just work with the people on the music, rewrite a song here and there. But I have been floored having to be hands-on and be involved since it is my life story. I have to be involved in it, and I wrote the songs, and so it's important. But I mean, I really have to depend on Bart, and I do trust him because he's the greatest, as you know. And I think, well, I don't have an opinion about that because I ain't smart enough to know. So what do I need to do about that? And I trust his opinion.
I do think the thing about making a Broadway show versus, because I always imagine, what's it like? You write a song and then you go into the studio that night, you record the song, they put the song out, everybody loves it, and it's there forever. A Broadway show is a very meticulous, very time-consuming. We go through processes. We change a lot. We might love the song is here, but realize it should go in the first act, then move the thing to another place. And we work in front of people. It's not like a film. In a film, you film it all, and then you go and you edit it and put it together and then give it to the world. That we will be here at Belmont, and if you see it in the first week, it's going to be different than if you see it in the second week, because we're going to be doing changes every day, editing, shifting. And I think Dolly's learning curve, as is watching us go through this process of how much we change it, and it evolves and grows, and it's very exciting to watch. And she's also, you'd be surprised to hear, extremely good at adapting to those things and seeing how the change works. And it's a glorious, meticulous, painstaking, detailed journey.
But I'm also really, really surprised at how hard these singers and actors work, how they just put their whole heart and soul in that. That's why I never did Broadway myself. I've had many offers to perform on Broadway, but I don't think I would hold up doing that night after night, week after week, month after month, year after year even. So I really have come to admire and respect the great talents that really get up there and do this.
Hello. When portraying the queen that you are, Dolly, aside from your music talent and your beauty, obviously, what would you say is the most important characteristic to represent?
Well, I think it's important to represent yourself as a good human being, and I've tried to do that through the years, but to have fun doing it. And I think that that's one of the things that I love about the show. I've tried to show my personality, but to show my depth and my fun and to show my spirituality, all the things that have built me and made me who I am, and to be proud of all that. So having respect and being known as a decent human being means more to me than most things.
We have time for one more.
How come
Dolly.
everybody only got to be on that side of the building? Do you feel left out over there? I bet you do. You should. I think they only had one microphone, though. Okay.
I just wanted to go back to the open casting process and the fact that you may be giving somebody unknown, a brand new hopeful, an opportunity to launch their career through this process, and just what that means to you to not necessarily go to the standard stars or the known Broadway people and potentially introducing the world to somebody brand new in your show.
Well, we don't even know who is actually going to wind up being in the show. We may wind up having some known people in the show, known artists. But what's been great for me and important to me, that we have given people a chance to be involved in it, because I've been out there in the world on TV, singing on radio, and where the most people like you know me from Nashville, and like I say, this is a different world to me. And I thought, well, I want to be able to see who all can do this, and if there's someone out there that can play me that's never been on Broadway, that'd be wonderful. And if we wind up with somebody from Broadway that can still do me good, well, that's good too. So I just wanted to give everybody an equal chance to see if they could do it. So we've been proud to be part of that whole process. Well, as I always say, I told you to wait in the truck. Oh, they never listen. What?
No, I'm just thrilled to be here, and we're so excited to be here at Belmont. I know I said it earlier. I just need you all to hear it again. It's going to be really a thrill to be here working with all of you and to be here in this wonderful theater, which is so beautiful, and just to thank you again for that. So
And Bart,
thanks.
thank you. And I just want to say how I'm like Minnie Pearl. I'm just so proud to be here because I'm so proud that we're going to get to do this here in Nashville. And I hope all of you are going to enjoy the show. And if you don't see it here, hopefully you can come to New York and see it. So hopefully it'll last that long. If not, it's still going to be a good show to hit the road. You'll see me somewhere down the road. So hopefully, let's pray for a big hit and wish me well, and I wish you well, and I love y'all. Thank you.
Love you all.